Hey, what's up guys? So, this video I wanted to go over the new Ninja Road. This video also took a long time to make because I need to do some preparation and stuff. So after you watch the video, leave a like, I would appreciate, because I think likes makes the video get more views or something like that. I don't know, a lot of YouTubers say that, so I would appreciate. So, I'm gonna go over why I think the Ninja Road is better. And why I think that. I think I said why twice, because yeah. So I made a lot of scenarios that will compare a lot of types of players, because you can't like just assume that everyone have 6 max duped mothers. That's just not how the game works. So first thing, I'm gonna compare stamina, because how much worth stamina is comparing the Ninja Roads. Previously, the Ninja Road still costs the same. It's 20 stamina. The old Ninja Road, you see that it's all like in black around, because I didn't want it to be like the full screen. So I'm gonna have stuff playing on the sides. I don't know what it will be. Who knows? But I'll have stuff playing. I'll probably find like an anime waifu dancing. I don't know. So the old Ninja Road would give at least 6k points if you complete it, and maximum 13k if you get all the rare maps. Also, another thing, if you can follow my mouse, I'd appreciate, but I don't know if you can. It's showing up, but it's kind of small. And I've never seen more than 3 rare maps. Like, honestly, the best possible scenario would be 3 maps. I don't think there can be more than 3 maps. I've never seen it. But if you get all the rare maps, you get 13k points. On the new Ninja Road, the worst case scenario, no rare maps, 20k points. And if you get all the rare maps, which I am yet to see, but I've got to, like, I have situations where I got 2 rare maps, both of the 5k points one, and I've got the extra 10k, and actually, the calculation is wrong, it's actually 33k, because it's 10k, plus 3, it's 33k, this is wrong, okay, oof. So, one rare map is 3k, 5 and 5. So, for 100 stamina, 5 runs, the old Ninja Road will give you from 30k to 65k. The new one, let's go on 32k, because I've made it to 32k, but it's 33, okay? 100 stamina would give 30k to 65k with all the rare maps, okay? This wouldn't happen. New one is from 100k, worst case scenario, to 160k, best case scenario. Probably won't happen, like getting all the rare maps won't happen, but just for this example. 200 stamina, 10 runs. Old one would give 60k points, or 130k if you get all the rare maps. The new one will give you 200k, worst case scenario, and 320k with all rare maps. Again, probably won't happen. 300 stamina, math, 15 runs, 15 runs. Then the old one would give from 90k points to 195k points. Again, 195k is with all the rare maps, and you can see that 100 more stamina, and the best case scenario is not even the worst case scenario for the new one. Like, so stamina wise, the new one is so much more worth, because you get much more for stamina, and the new one will give you from 300k to 480k, assuming it's 32k, but it's actually 33. So next one, time calculations. As I said, I can't assume everyone has 6 max duped mothers, so I have to calculate for different groups of people. A group of people will be whales. Whales are people that have all the units with all dupes. Someone like Kabuki, Shiney, or Mystic. You know those guys. Regular spenders, people that have all the units, mostly are max duped, most are not max duped, but like the important ones like Mother Kaguya, Heart Mother, Suggested Pass Naruto are all max duped, and stuff. Like D-Gems, Toxin, you could say he's a whale, but he's not Mystic level. Free-to-play gods, people that have most good units, and a few dupes here and there. And the most important ones, like Madara, Naruto, are max duped with stones. Someone like Kibas or Yogi. Free-to-play regulars, people that don't have most units, only got some dupes, like myself, and I presume actually most people. And the free-to-play newbies, new people that can complete Ninja World but can get up to certain maps. The links for YouTubers in the description below. For whales, the old Ninja World, I like the timing might be wrong because I'm only presuming it from what I see videos from those whales or like from the regular spenders, so I could be wrong. The only one that I could have the good information are free-to-play gods because I used to be one before I got banned, or the regular free-to-play because I am now one. The old Ninja World would take up to 4 to 8 minutes. I'm talking like the previous one before this. The ones before the previous one were extremely easy, but the previous one was actually quite difficult. 4 to 8 minutes if done correctly using optimal teams. The new Ninja World will mostly take up to 7 to 12 minutes using the most optimal teams. You can see by Shiney's video or Kabuki's video, their teams are so good, like if they can't complete it, I don't know, man. The regular spenders. The old Ninja World would take up to 6 to 10 minutes if done correctly using semi-optimal teams. The new Ninja World will mostly take up to 10 to 15 teams using semi-optimal teams. Also taking a look at other regular spender videos, and yeah. So, for free-to-play gods, I haven't seen a free-to-play god actually do it because most of them are on global, but I am presuming this, okay? For the new Ninja World, the old Ninja World I've seen. So old Ninja World would take up to 8 to 12 minutes depending on duped units. Using almost semi-optimal teams. Depending on duped units, I mean like if they got lucky and got dupes and didn't have to use stones, it all depends on luck actually. The new Ninja World should mostly take the same as regular spenders, is not, if not just a bit more. I say is, but it's actually if not just a bit more. For the play regulars, the old Ninja World, if you're not a dumbass, would take a maximum of 20 minutes. Shortest time will depend on box and luck. I would say like from 12 to 14 would be the fastest, depending on how lucky you got with your pulls. And the new Ninja World should take 17 to 25 minutes depending on your luck. Could take more or less depending on duped units. Again, depending on your box and how lucky you are with your summons, it could take less or more time for free-to-play regulars. Newbies. The old Ninja World would take... the old Ninja World, they would mostly not be able to complete it, but when so, it would take up to 30 minutes. The new Ninja... the two got separated. The new Ninja World is impossible for free-to-play newbies, but I'll return my thoughts on newbies in the next segment, which is... now is a fun part. Let's calculate the stamina per time for each group. Checking what would be better for each group, old Ninja World or new Ninja World. I'll calculate all groups with 200 stamina just to give a better playing field. I know free-to-play gods will tend to have a much more stamina than the rest, but bear with me. Normally free-to-play gods are like max level. Whales. So, for the whales, on the worst case scenario, nowhere maps, and in all runs and slowest time possible, the old Ninja World, 6k points, 10 runs, 200 stamina, for 8 minutes each, I've set the time previously, would be an hour and 20 minutes for 60k coins, or 750 coins per minute. New Ninja World, same calculation, 2 hours for 100k coins, 833 coins per minute, so better coins per minute. The gap doesn't look too high, but let's go on the better scenario. So one good rare map, I'm not including all rare maps because that's just not happening. One good rare map, so for the new Ninja World is a 5k map, for the old Ninja World is a 2k map. And fastest time possible. So for the old one, if we do the calculations, it will be 40 minutes for 80k coins, which would be 2k coins per minute. better than the worst case scenario for the new Ninja Road. But let's go on the best case scenario for the new Ninja Road. So, calculations, 70 minutes for 250k coins, which is 3.5k coins per minute. So, the gap is actually way bigger than the worst case scenario. The coins per minute is way better. Not even like taking account the fact that is wasting less stamina. Regular spenders. Worst case scenario, lower maps. The calculations, 1 hour 40 minutes for 60k coins, 600 coins per minute. And for the new Ninja Road would be 6666 coins per minute. The gap doesn't seem large, but there is a gap. The new is still better. The best case scenario though has a huge gap. You can see like it's 80 coins for an hour, 1.333, and then for the new Ninja Road it would be 250k coins, 1 hour and 20 minutes, 2.5k coins per minute. There is a huge gap between those two. For free-to-play gods, I haven't seen the free-to-play gods, so the new one is actually kind of a guess, based on people's boxes that I know, like Kiba's, Yogi, and the box that I used to have. So for the old Ninja Road, it would be like 500 coins per minute. On the new one, if you want to pause and like check the calculations, you can, but I'm gonna skip because I don't want the video to be like 30 minutes long. It will be 666 coins per minute. Depends on box and luck. Again, if you got as lucky as a regular spender, it will be the same. If you're a bit less, I mean, if you got as lucky or better luckier than the regular spender, it would be the same. But if you got less lucky, it would be like a little less coins per minute. Still gap. Best case scenario though, 1000 coins per minute for the old one and 2.5 coins per minute for the new one. So the gap is a bit larger, actually. The gap is actually a bit larger, and for the simple fact that you need to take account that the old one had 20 maps, and for each 20 maps it had kind of a loading screen, it had all those stuff. So having only 10 maps actually is like better for time wise. For free-to-play regular players, this is where it actually gets pretty interesting, because free-to-play regular players are something like you can't like presume someone has stuff. So for let's just say for example, I didn't have a good heart team, so beating map 9 where Mother is was super difficult for me. I don't have heart Mother, so for someone that doesn't have heart Mother, it can take really long, because he's gonna have to like boost up units to nuke like I did. So it gets actually pretty interesting to look at. So it's actually like not a, it's not, I can't say for sure. That's what I want to say. I would say that in the worst case scenario, the Ninja Roads are comparable. But you still have to take account that you're using less stamina for the new one, technically. And I'm gonna go over that in just a second, after this segment, which will be the overall, the overall thoughts that I have. But for the best case scenario, there is a kind of a good gap. On the worst case scenario, both would be 400 coins per minute. Like, it's hand calculation, it could be wrong, but on the best case scenario, it would be for the old Ninja Road would be 571 coins per minute, and the new Ninja Road 1.4k coins per minute. You can see that like the gap from the worst case scenario to the best case scenario for the old one is not very high, because I don't know, like the previous one before this, the one that is now live on global, it just takes so long to complete. It's actually so in my opinion, actually, like the times are comparable, honestly. So for the newbies, considering that newbies can't complete it, let's say they just do half of it. Or for the old Ninja Road, doing half of it will give you 3k points, coins, sorry. 10 runs, who knows how long they would take. They're noobs, so their box is going to be different. 30k coins for, let's say, 3 hours, it's 166 coins per minute. But for the new Ninja Road, 8k points is what you get for doing half of it. If they are noobs, let's say they doing 6 hours, 8k coins for 6 hours. I forgot to copy and paste how much that is. but it's higher. It's like, I think it's 222. Yeah, it's 222 coins per minute. That's how much it is. So my overall thoughts to end the video, the new Ninja Road is overall better for stamina. Your stamina is worth way more than before. I only was counting coins, but also the new Ninja Road levels up your units by way more and gives more real NXP too. I was leveling up my Stage 6 Pass Naruto, the one that Leon broke, doing Ninja Road. For better players, quote unquote better, the gap is bigger and new Ninja Road becomes so much better, while the gap for not so quote unquote good players is not as huge. In my personal opinion, I prefer the new one way more. Stamina was always an issue for me as a free-to-play player that doesn't want to spend pearls for stamina reset. Please let me know in the comments what Ninja Road you prefer. If you are on global and only have an opinion based on what you see on videos, you might want to come back to this video afterwards to express it, because you haven't done it yet, you don't know what your box can do. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. If you can leave a like, I guess. I would much appreciate, because the calculations actually took me a while, because I had to like go over and like watch people's videos of the old ones and the new ones. But yeah. Please fucking subscribe.